Now with Coach Green and the Trumann Wildcats. Coach, you guys just continue to put together good season after good season, and I know things aren't probably going to be any different going into 2019. If you'd give an opening statement and introduce the players you brought with you today.
Starting to my left, I've got Jackson Walton. Will be a two-time starting left tackle for us, probably our smartest kid on the team. I was talking to him earlier. He's got a 33 composite score on his ACT, so he's going to have a bright future even after football is over. To the left of him is Noah Milligan. He'll be our starting fullback and starting middle linebacker. He was new to middle linebacker last year, did a tremendous job for us. You just see throughout the season he got more and more confident. Our strongest kid, he's a weight room warrior. He's a 400-pound bencher, probably 300-plus pound power cleaner. And then to the left of him is Dedrick Coleman, or we call him Tree. He's probably our most athletic guy. He's going to be our home run hitter. Can run, jump up, dunk a basketball. Like I said, he's going to be our big play threat for us. As far as the season goes, we're working hard. I think we're 50 days out from our week one. Got a lot of work to do between now and then, but we're excited for it.
Coach, if you would, let's start and talk a little bit about the offense, and then we'll transition towards the defense.
Okay, obviously we're going to run double wing. It's what only thing these guys have really ever known. Like I said, Jackson's going to be our left tackle. Left guard will be Austin Pruitt. Center, we've got kind of a battle right there between Jaron Brown and Ethan Stewart. Our right guard would be a junior in Garen Smithson. He started every game for us last year there as a sophomore, did a great job for us. Hoping Randy Taylor can step up. He started for us last year on the defense side of the ball, and hoping he can be our right tackle. Then Jonah Haney will kind of anchor that line at tight end. He should be a 2-year starter there. Got some new faces in the backfield this year. Going to have Connor McLean. He was our junior high quarterback 2 years ago. Will be a junior this year. He's going to be our double wing quarterback, and then we've been working with Tree down there. Like I said, he's kind of our home run hitter, and as much success we had last year running the ball at our quarterback position, we're going to get him some snaps there. Like I said, Noah will be our fullback. Honestly, it's like I tell him, it's the most unselfish place on the field. Everybody knows what we're going to do. We're going to run power off tackle. If he doesn't make his block, it's not a play. So he's a very unselfish guy. We're gonna try to get him some more snaps and carries this year. Wing backs, we're gonna be extremely thin there. Right now we got Ben Woodruff as what we call our 4-back, our right wing back. Gavin Guy's working our left wing back, or our 3-back. He's gonna be a sophomore. He's had a good summer, and another sophomore in Ryan King. Well, he'll be alternating in, getting snaps with those guys at wing back. Also, Dedrick out there, we'll have a lot of slot like we did last year. Like I said, with him being our playmaker, he'll be our receiver. Like I said, be our home run hitter out there on the outside.
And defensively?
Defensively, like I said, we lost some guys on the perimeter last year. Had 2 really good linebackers in those 2 guys, but we're going to replace them with Ben Woodruff. Honestly, he probably would have got a lot more playing time last year had he not got hurt week 1 at outside linebacker, and Jordan Dyes, our other outside linebacker. Staying with the linebackers, like I said, Noah, expecting big things from him, linebacker last year. I think he ended up with 13 tackles in that box-out game in week 11. Like I said, you see him getting more confident and growing. Going to have some guys in there battling for that will linebacker spot. I mentioned Connor McLean as our quarterback. Obviously, he's not the guy I want to play middle linebacker being my quarterback, but he's probably going to get a lot of reps there. Luke Hicks will be battling for some spots there, and may have to throw in Gavin Guy back there as well. Tree over here is going to be our lockdown corner side. He'll be partnered up with his buddy Jax Williams. Jax has been a guy that's just stayed the course, his whole career. He's a senior, deserves to be out there. We feel extremely confident in him. Ryan King is a sophomore. He was a safety last year in junior high and did an extremely good job there. Like I said, he's gonna be the back guy there as a safety. We play a 4-4, so it's gonna be a lot of cover 3. So he's gonna have to be. He's a long, tall, rangy kid. Across the board up front, I think we'll be as good as we were last year. Like I said, talked about Randy Taylor earlier. He's gonna be a D tackle, DN type guy for us. Jonah Haney as well. He'll be a 2-year starter there at DN for us. And up the middle, gonna have some position battles there. Like I said, I think Randy's gonna be a D tackle. Hoping John Tate Grays or Israel Carrillo, probably Izzy is going to be that guy. It's going to be our other D tackle, and hopefully get spelled some by Jonte so Izzy can play some offense. And then a battle in between Austin Pruitt and Garen Smithson, our two guards, at the other DN spot.
Coach, winning is the cure-all, and you're winning and everything's good and exciting in Trumann as far as football. But talk to us about your new facilities, phenomenal facilities, and the new weight room, what all they've done to motivate your team and excite your team about the game of football.
Oh, it is exciting. I was telling them the other day in practice, I feel like football is kind of the heartbeat of Trumann. So I told them, everybody knows your name. You go up there and there's 1,000 people up there, rooting for you, cheering for you. You've got a jumbotron. It looks like a small college. They do the live feed. We got kids with cameras on the field. Like I said, it looks like it's got a small college atmosphere to it. The complex, the locker room, they're unbelievable. I mean, we went from the outhouse to the penthouse. They can actually sit down in their lockers now. You don't get rust all over your hands when you do bench press, and it's been. I mean, it's the gym and the diamond at Trumann right now. Everybody talks about it. It's unbelievable.
Go ahead and start passing the mic, or just pick up the microphone down to the players, starting left to right. Obviously, a lot of the offense with the graduation of White and all that is going to fall on your shoulders. How do you look at that challenge, and are you eager to accept that new challenge for the Wildcats?
Well, I know I got to step up this year and just do everything Coach tell me to do and keep working every day and show up in the weight room.
Just pass the mic down to your left. To me, the fullback in your offense epitomizes Trumann football, the mentality of Trumann football. You've taken that role and flourished in it. How do you look at this season any differently, or just once again another hard-nosed season for you as a fullback and linebacker?
Well, when I look at this
ahead.
season, when I think about it is I don't really worry about all the other teams we play against. All I know is that it's a challenge for us this year, and I think we'll do really good as long as we stay healthy and keep up with other teams.
Now, Coach mentioned your enthusiasm in the weight room. What has the new weight room done for you and as far as working out? And I know air conditioners are a big factor for your working out.
Yeah, it's so much better, the air conditioning. But that weight room is just great. I love it. It's so much better than throwing around old iron weights that we used to have 10 years ago. But, yeah, it's a nice facility to have, and we're very lucky to have that.
Well, I appreciate what y'all did in your old facilities because I was fortunate enough to watch you work out a couple times last year. Hard-nosed, keep passing the microphone down. Speaking of hard-nosed, an offensive lineman in this T offense, talk to us about your role playing old school, if you will, smash mouth football.
Well, yeah, I think that's what we at Trumann we're big about. We're big about going out and hitting people in the mouth, and that's what Coach Green always says. And we're excited and we're working on it, and we've been getting stronger and we've been working, and we're ready to come out and hit people in the mouth, and that's what we're about. And that we're going to run it up the middle, and we're going to run it at you, and that's what the offensive line is a key. Essential part to that. To be able to run up the middle, you have to have a good offensive line, and we take pride in working. We take pride in being able to hit people in the mouth, and that's what we want to do.
Coach, conference championship last year, but it was really a tale of two halves in the season. You lose 3 of your first 4, but then you rattle off 6 in a row to close out the regular season. How do you take the momentum that you guys had on that second half of the regular season and carry it over into this year?
It's what we talk about with them. It's, I told them the other day, these guys there's 3 seniors up here. They've lost 2 conference games in the last 2 years. And that's what I tell them. I said, people don't look at Trumann and put a W on their schedule anymore. We're not the whipping boy of the conference. And I said, that's a good thing. You've got targets on your back. Now you've got a banner up there hanging up in the complex that people know about. You're not going to surprise anybody. People knows that, we put Trumann football back on the map, and that's a compliment to what these guys have done the last 6 years, what Coach Waymire came in and did, previous before me. And it's these guys' job to carry it on, keep the momentum going, continue that winning tradition that we've started, we've had here in the last few years.
Coach, if you would just give a closing statement, please.
First of all, I want to thank you guys. This is a tremendous deal to be able to promote, our schools, our teams, and even for these guys to get up here. These are three of my leaders. They deserve to be sitting up here with us. They've had tremendous off seasons. Extremely proud of each one of them, and some other guys that didn't get to make it. But like I said, we're 50 days out. We're excited. We're going to be battling numbers again. We talked about having to be in great shape because all three of these guys are going to have to play both ways, but we're excited for it.